Hello, jazz hands. Hello, YouTube. Today I want to talk about why and how your goals and your to-do list can become absolutely useless. Let's get into it. So, our goals and this to-do list that we have, right? When we think about the things that we need to do in order to achieve the things that we want to achieve and what it's going to entail, the steps we need to take, all that good jazz, right? When we have that to-do list and then the things don't get done. They don't get done. Why don't they get done? Has something been on your to-do list for like weeks, months? Something that's probably simple at that, right? Or do you even have a to-do list? Do you have a running to-do list, or do you just have shit you need to do that you just haven't done yet, right? And these things in your mind can lead to such a great future, can lead to such a great result for you. It has such potential if you could just get these things done. But you seem not to be able to get them done. And so I want to lend a shift. I want to lend an idea or a change, if I may, with is rather than your to-do list, right? Or when you have your to-do list and things are just there, start a belief list, right? And start to change what you believe about these things on your to-do list. And that may allow for them to actually get done, or allow for you to take them off your to-do list because they really don't matter. And maybe, just maybe, what's happening is the action and that the energy it takes to get it done isn't even worth the reward. You don't care about the reward, right? So, prime example, at work, right? At my last job, I would just zone out, just do other things, or sometimes you even pick the thing that's easiest to do rather than the thing that you hate to do last. And it can be because if you don't get, or for me, if I didn't get this thing done, the results of me not getting it done weren't as bad as, or wasn't as significant as me feeling comfortable and just getting away with not doing it, or waiting to the last minute even. There's such a reward in waiting to the last minute, but that's something completely different, so I won't go into that. And so what I was doing when I was just bullshitting and, waiting to the last minute was more rewarding than the result of actually getting it done, right? And our brain can work in ways to where it tricks us into going to the comfort zone of things and to creating comfort rather than to creating progress and success. So, and that's because the belief that we have about the thing that we don't want to get done, it's just another task. It's not attached to anything specifically. We're not associating it with the overall outcome, right? We're not associating it with it being an indication of the person that we want to be in this version of ourselves, and how this version of ourselves needs to do these things in order to be expressed, right? So because we don't see that task, we don't have the belief that this little minuscule, run-of-the-mill, routine, monotonous, torturous task is associated with this version of ourselves and what we need to do and who we need to be. We don't associate them, and the belief of it is that it's just a waste of time. Or not even a waste of time, it's time spent, but it's not spent as valuably, is that a word? As valuably as the time of you not doing it, of you doing something else, whether it be like eating. I like eating, right? I would rather eat than write a note. I was a therapist. So, your brain finds ways to distract yourself from the task that you don't want to do, because the brain likes you to be comfortable. The brain doesn't want to have to deal with all the extra chemicals that might be going off. It just wants to pump what it's pumping in now and have everything be copacetic. The brain has so much to deal with already. So many bits of information coming into our heads that the brain has to filter. It's just a lot for the brain. The brain is like, hey, no, let's just do what we've been doing. Let's do what we've been doing. Keep that how it is. Cool the fuck out. Today I was live on Facebook earlier. I just keep cursing. I don't know. I'm just being comfortable. I'm just being comfortable, right? Maybe I need to challenge myself to not curse so much. What do you think? Do you care? I don't really care a lot. So anyway, I wanted to come here really quickly and briefly to let you know, shed some light on the fact or the idea of why the things on your to-do list and why certain goals of yours aren't getting done. Right? So if your goal is something small, like the baby steps of things, and that's what's on your to-do list, and that's why it's not getting done. And if your goal is that large, overarching, I want to have a business, I want to do whatever this is, it's those little things that aren't getting you there. And maybe what can also happen is that this big overarching goal that you think you have, you don't really want it. You don't really want it. You're thinking, I want to own a business. I want to, get a promotion. I want to run this company. But, or I want to have a relationship. That should be simple, right? But if in your mind, if in your belief, relationships are hard work and they take arguments and they take conflict. If in your mind you just watched your parents argue and you've been in bad relationships and then your exes have treated you terribly, and in your relationship now it's like, I guess this is what I'm going to get, right? If you want the business but you're like, oh, I'm not really organized and I don't really like dealing with people and I got to think about money and I'm thinking about taxes and I got to acquire clients, right? You want the promotion, but you're like, then maybe I have to spend more time with my boss, and then I have to leave the coworkers that I have. I have a different relationship with my coworkers, and then maybe we'll get separated, and then I will be more uncomfortable. Maybe I have to find new friends, and what will they think of me, right? So is this goal that you want really the goal that you want? Or are you ready for it? So that's another reason why our goals and our tasks on our to-do list are absolutely useless unless we have the beliefs that are congruent with them, right? Your to-do list needs to be congruent with a belief list. Check out your belief list and then cross-reference that with your to-do list, and then I bet ya the things that aren't actually checked off are going to be incongruent with the beliefs of your comfort and the beliefs of what actually is rewarding to you. So I wanted to keep this under 10 minutes, but I feel like I should go into understanding also the subconscious mind. And so when we have these beliefs and we want to make the shifts and changes, know that we are working with less than 5% of our subconscious mind. It's laughable. But when I say this to people and they don't have a reaction, I'm like, oh, are you okay with mediocrity? And I just get really confused because it's okay. They're okay with repeating the past. And so, I'm digressing. So when we're working with this 5%, we have to work with the subconscious, that other 95%. We have to work with the subconscious to really get things done that we can't do by sheer willpower, that we can't do by, having our backs against the wall. You can't wait until your back is against the wall to make a decision, or else, why? Just why do that? Why do that? And that just prolongs the discomfort until you're so discomfortable that you can't take it anymore. That's not what life's about. So you really have to be cognizant and really direct with how you work with your subconscious, and that can come in so many different ways. And I am just about to reach 10 minutes, so I will stop here and maybe I'll come back later. And so not again because I didn't tell you, I'm Regina Nonamaker, mindset coach and digital course creator of Vision to Mission, where I help women take their potential beyond what they believed by helping them get deliberate with their emotions and their habits to create the life that they want, not what society has conditioned them to think that they believe. So I'm out. Adios.